Just a big win. It's a huge road win against a really great team. Our kids, the response to Monday night was incredible, and just their preparation, their toughness, their character, just gritty. All night long, we just sustained runs, had some, they shot a lot more free throws. It just seemed like our backs were against the wall, and they just continued to fight and stay together. All 9 kids and Meg, just tremendous energy in all areas, and everybody made so many plays and just did the little things that can make a big difference for you to win on the road and stayed together. So couldn't be prouder of a bunch of people. They just continue to step up when it's hard, and the harder it gets, the harder they go.
All right, Maxwell.
Just in a game where you have that many fouls, how hard does it make it near the end of the game to kind of try to manage the situation, knowing, I think at the end you had 4 players on with 4 fouls and Hannah had 3. Just how hard is that to manage? But also going forward, how do you is there a plan to maybe work on this?
I think this is the first time we've been in this situation. I just think that it was a little different than how things have been, and certainly don't want any problems talking about officiating, but we haven't been in this situation. So obviously what we've been doing is working. So it's a little bizarre at times tonight, but our kids certainly fought through it. So.
All right, well.
Hannah, can you talk about not just your big shot to end the game, but also your overall performance as a team shooting the ball in the game after having a tough time shooting it on Monday night?
Yeah, I think all we've talked about bouncing back, being resilient, and continuing to fight each possession. There were even times throughout the course of the game tonight, obviously in the third quarter when they jumped out, that we had to respond, and we did, and we stepped up to the challenge. But just continuing to be resilient and continuing to compete on every possession leads to good things.
All right, Joe.
Coach, just talk about it a little bit more, just kind of what you saw from the team after that disappointing loss to LSU. You talked about just kind of mentally resetting throughout the weekend practice. Just talk about how you think your team was able to do that today.
Well, I thought they were really good listeners, and that led to a really good response. I think you have to credit everybody around the program. Again, we talk often about you have to have short-term memory in this league, win or lose, and burn the tape. Let's move forward. Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on what's ahead, what we can do. We sat down, you're halfway through. We looked at the standings. We looked at the opportunity in front of us. We didn't look back. And I think that's what you have to understand, that, we have a responsibility to take advantage of each and every opportunity. That what we went through Monday night is over, and our response is what matters, and the bounce back is what matters. So I'm really happy for our kids, because they have, we haven't had a day off, maybe 13 days, I'm not sure, because of the 3-game week. So it's just been a phenomenal. It's always special. This is a special group. I've said it all along. I love walking in the door and seeing every one of their faces every single day. And so it's a credit to the energy around the program, the support staff, the staff. We believe in this team, and I think they believe in each other.
All right, Richard.
Coach, you executed very well on baseline out of bounds in the last play of the game. Was that a design play that y'all drew up? Did y'all practice that in practice? And Hannah, if they called your name when they drew it up, what were you thinking when you got the ball and shot the shot?
Well, we did work on that today at the end of shoot around if we needed a 3 late. We thought we saw some things on baseline out of bounds that we could take advantage of throughout the game. But, Richard, it's been some of the same looks. We just weren't waiting and setting our screens. The better screen you're set, the more open you're going to be. I just thought we were more patient and did a better job of screening on baseline out of bounds. But credit to the kids. They went out and executed and are really doing a good job. We want to get 6 to 8 points off our baseline out of bounds. We feel like it's an opportunity for us to really execute. We have control of the situation, and they've done a really good job with that. But I couldn't be prouder of the execution there late. And when it left our hands, I knew it was going in. We wanted Loyal to possibly, take the drive and go with her strong hand left, but we thought we'd have a 3. And it's just a credit to Loyal. It was a great decision instead of putting something off the rim that wasn't there. So it's a credit to Loyal, a huge assist.
All right, Maxwell, did you have a follow-up?
Yes. Coach ISO has announced today that Jemima Mingo Young is out for the year. Obviously you've missed the last few games, but now just with the news that she's going to be out for the rest of the season, how does that impact the team? Just one on the court, but maybe off the court, because I know Jemima is one of those glue people you always talk about.
Yeah, because of HIPAA, I can't really talk about the medical part of that, but totally, Jemiah, just wanting her to get better. She'll continue to support us. We'll continue to support her, and she's part of our family. So moving forward, she's been out for a while. So we feel like, the 10 that we have are excited about them and the opportunity that they have. And it's been interesting because we've had injuries. Carly had gotten hurt. Aaliyah had gotten hurt. Britt had been out. Meg's been out. Jemiah's been out. And somebody always steps up and rises to the occasion. So I think that's just a part of it now. You see a lot of things happening injury-wise, and somebody always steps up on this team. It's been unbelievable to watch all year long. We've faced some adversity with that for sure.
All right, and then Richard, did you have a follow-up?
Yes, one more for Hannah. Hannah, you seem to be a lot more assertive on the offensive end. Is that by design, and that you've been deciding to be a little more assertive? And how did you feel shooting the last shot before you got the ball to shoot it?
Yeah, I think that's been the message for all of our guards, really. Just everybody having a shooter's mentality, being shot ready on the catch, and stepping up to knock down open shots. We spend so much time in the gym shooting them. So when we get the chance in the game, they've been just telling us, be ready to shoot. So I think that's kind of what the assertiveness has been from. But as far as at the end, again, like Coach said, it was a great pass by Loyal for her to be able to penetrate. She was kind of in a zone and get the defense to collapse like that. It basically left me wide open. So